Hey everybody, I'm gonna do a follow-up video. I don't like filming myself, but I really dig Sublime, man, and I'm just doing a little follow-up video from the ongoings of today. And we're gonna cut the curtain. So, you saw how that everything went today with the criminal justice system or the unjust system or whatever you want to call it. When it comes to custody of kids and people that practice bad behavior and instant gratification addiction and sneaky degenerate type activity, someone who's been around the block and learned his lesson, it just doesn't seem like there's any winning, any kind of justice or explaining yourself when you're a victim of these types of situations with people. Um, it's really hard to deal with when you get a manipulative degenerate that comes sniffing around your family while you're off supporting your family, and then you have a spouse that's making horrific decisions and only thinking about themselves, period, and hurting other people and causing pain physically, mentally, just everything about it's horrible. And the biggest victim in this is the children. That's a given right there. My two kids are straight A students. They're doing great in school. They have a lot of motivation. They have a lot of things to be happy for, and they are. And when it rains, it pours. Like dealing with the system, they're always looking at us. They're always spying on us. Public schools, public housing, government assistance, public police service. All this stuff is geared to herd people into one direction, and they don't like it when people step out and say, I have rights, these are my rights, you're here to uphold my rights. You're not here to, most things the police accuse you of doing, you can turn it right around on them because they're the ones. They say that you're breaking the law. Well, they're the ones breaking the law. They take your vehicles, they take your property, they invade your home, until you completely stand up for yourself, and then you're still targeted. Then, law enforcement, they'll get, the task force, the drug task force, they know a bunch of scumbags. They'll get an informant scumbag to try and figure out a way to befriend somebody if they don't like them. If they think that they're into drugs, they'll try to, infiltrate that person with drug addicts and people that can be sneaky. And if they can't get to a particular person, they'll have, maybe their wife's compromised, like what happened to me. Wife's compromised with drugs, running around with drug addicts, and a lot of, stuff going on that I wasn't privy to because I'm busy taking care of my kids and my family. And that's just where the buck stops right here. There is no bullying us. Me, I'm not going to be bullied by anybody. I'll die for what I believe in. I'll fight for what I believe in. Until someone puts a bullet in my head, I'm not going to stop. Like, there is no, and I'm sure somebody will oblige me if they so feel the need. And, it doesn't bother me because I'm going to stick up for what I believe in. I'm going to fight for my family. I'm going to fight for my wife's rights. I'm going to fight for my own rights. And I hope she doesn't end up incarcerated over being put into the system by her own choice. She's the one that got the cops called on her. The cops came when she committed domestic violence. She's the one that violates the rules and regulations that she's subject to by law of the land. I have religious freedom, and I believe in spiritual bonds, and I believe in religious and legal binding contracts as far as marriage goes, and I believe it's for life. And as long as I don't commit adultery, I'm fine. So that's my opinion on that. And it is what it is. Stay down for your kids, stay down for the cause, and let's make a change. It's one person at a time. And writing people in prison is a good idea. Everybody should write a letter to someone in prison. Let them know you care. Unconditional love to everybody out there, to all the loved ones. Have a good one. Good night. End of cycle. Out.